So, I didn't know if I'd have any more Mortal Kombat news today, but I guess I kind of do, right? But it's just to show the negative impact, because, you know, I got an MK11, but it is by far the worst Mortal Kombat I've ever played. And for a whole bunch of reasons that I can go into. But I am going to do this week a Mortal Kombat 12 wish list, alright? And given whether the leaks are true or not, I might piggyback off that, but we'll see. If you guys find any information on any fighting games, actually, hit me up. Leave a comment. I'll give you a shout out and cover it. Or submit the article in the submit article section on my Discord server, and take it from there. But I've seen this image before. But if this doesn't tell you the impact, right? The difference between working on MK9 and working on MK11, I don't know what will, man. Right? Look at that shit. Look at the fucking smile, man. Ear to ear at the top. And down there, he's like, is there a chemist here I can get my latest prescription meds from? I can't handle this shit. Anyway, moving on. So, first and foremost, right, I found this article, actually, right, because you guys have seen the thumbnail picture, and I wanted to, you know, sort of like delve into that, but I wanted to cover this little bit of nuggety first, because NRS is working on improving their core technology for the Mortal Kombat franchise based on these job ads, which would explain why they're not ready to show us anything yet. I guess we should be patient since it'll look like enough to be worth the wait, right? And this is by Judge_Arts on Twitter. So thank you very much for this information, dude. Several software engineer jobs from April and November describe core technology for the MK franchise, aka Cortec, and a UE4 based engine that they're trying to further extend and innovate. Pretty big change from their existing UE3 based in-house engine. Although MK Mobile made the transition to UE4 a few years ago, the console games didn't yet, so that could be their goal. Next, MK Next Gen is probably real too, since one of the ads mentions PS5, Xbox Series X, right? And yeah, if you do click on this, I don't know if, is it this one? It might be the next one, actually. Is it in these two pickies? Yes, there we go, up there. Resti appears to develop state-of-the-art graphics technology for PS5 and Xbox Series X. Naturally, this will involve PC, so don't fret, right? Don't get your knickers in a twisty, right? So this is where it like all leads from, right? So check this out, right? It's a bit big. Might make it a little bit long. There we go. How you going? Right. Really appreciate the enthusiasm for our next game, and wish we were ready to announce, but we aren't. Many more variables involved than we are allowed to disclose. Now, I find that really interesting. I find that turn of phrase really interesting, right? I love a good conspiracy as much as the next one, right? Now, there was some talk, right, a while ago, and I'll show you the article, right? I'll show you, let me just set it up so it's not stupid looking, right? Where there was rumors of Mortal Kombat Studio Netherrealm, right, and the Injustice Studio Netherrealm are actually being sold off, right? Now, I don't know what actually ever came of that. I mean, of course, you know, investors and stuff like that will deny things like that because it could potentially harm, you know, or change the interest in their property or whatnot. But I'm curious. I am curious in that turn of phrase. Not many variables involved. Well, what variables would they be? I mean, they've already got, I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, right? They know how to do, you know, their online network. They know how to do their graphics. They know how to do, they just know how to do Mortal Kombat, right? It's their baby. However, what makes me curious, right, is this. Okay. Warner Brothers Games spokesperson denies that the company is looking to sell NetherRealm Studios and TT Games. TT Games does all the Lego games. NetherRealm does Mortal Kombat and Justice, right? And because there was that recent merger with Discover, is it Discover? Warner Brothers Gaming Division may reportedly still sell off some portions of its gaming division despite the recent merger. On his podcast Xbox 2, Gordon revealed that he saw internal documents that mentioned NetherRealm and TT among the studios that Warner Brothers would look into selling. These documents reportedly list the two studios and an unnamed mobile developer as not in the scope of studios staying with Warner Brothers. During the merger, meaning Rocksteady, Monolith, and others are not likely up for sale. This information may not come as a surprise, especially since reports began circulating last June that AT&T were looking into selling multiple studios, including NRS and TT. Last September, however, AT&T removed the Warner Brothers gaming division from its list of non-core assets made available for purchase after citing it was too valuable to unload, citing future growth potential as the reasoning. Now, so we've got, what's the game called? Is it, what's it called? Keep forgetting the name. Rumbleverse. There's so many out. There's like, there's Rumbleverse, right? What's the other one? Multiverses as well, right? It seems that the Smash Bros effect is starting to hit mainstream. There are a couple of Smash Bros games that I do want to review on Fate, which are very cool. They're not Smash Bros like quality, but they're fun. Like, they're a lot of fun. But it seems though that maybe the whole, breaking into that market, considering how much Smash really sells, like, it smells, it sells really good. And going free to play, right? Which I have no doubt, Multiverses and of course, Rumbleverses is. Right, then I'm curious. Rumbleverse, sorry, Rumbleverse. Right, so I think a mosquito bit my underarm. Fucking bastard. Right, talking about Mortal Kombat and blood. He's like, oh, I'll get in there. Right. So, what do you reckon? What do you think? Right. Do you think? Right, that this is the case? Has Warner Brothers actually sold off NetherRealm? And the reason why we haven't got a delay yet, I mean, what would be the variables involved? Yes, there's job listings, but are those job listings because they actually have been sold off? Maybe NetherRealm are independent. Maybe there was that rumor going around a while ago about Microsoft buying NetherRealm. You imagine Microsoft having two of the best fighting game franchises under their belt with Killer Instinct and then Mortal Kombat, and I guess you can include Injustice. I don't give a fuck too much all about Injustice, really. I'm an MK fan, I'll play it, like, I'll give it a go, but like, I'll play that shit, but like Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, right? So could the new job listings be because the company either A, has been sold off, and B, people been laid off, and they've either been acquired by Microsoft or someone else. But then that doesn't make sense too, because if Microsoft acquired them, then they wouldn't need to have job listings, wouldn't they? Like, wouldn't Microsoft just go, here's a fucking whole bunch of people? I guess they would. I guess it's all fair. I guess you could do that. Or has NetherRealm gone independent? Now, for those who are watching this video, did they change from Midway to NetherRealm before joining Warner Brothers, or did they join Warner Brothers and then also change their name upon joining Warner Brothers to NetherRealm? Right? I'm curious. I'm just curious. Right? I'm just curious. I miss Midway though. I miss the Midway name. I just do. That's how old I am. I just miss seeing that Midway logo show up. With a little flashy fireball thing. Right? Yeah. cunts that fucking know what I'm talking about will be like, yeah, I don't fucking... Right? So, yeah, I mean, could this be the reason for this announcement? Really appreciate the enthusiasm on our next game. Wish that we were ready to announce. But we aren't yet. Many more variables involved than we allowed to disclose. Why can't they disclose it? Again, conspiracy theory here, but what if they are actually independent? What if they actually have been sold off? Right? And another big company like Microsoft or whatever has just been waiting to announce it. I mean, that'd be fucking crazy, dude. Shit. And that could explain why we haven't seen anything yet. I still believe some of the rumors. I really do. I feel it. You know, I feel it in my nuts, right? Because, you know, I love a big MK roster, and I think they know that people love a big MK roster, right? Trilogy, Armageddon really stood out, you know, as big, massive MK games. And the only other game that was the anomaly away from that made it feel like it was perfect was MK9. Because you had every single fucking like character in it that actually mattered from the original games, a couple of new ones, and it didn't matter so much that they didn't pull from the pool of Armageddon because it felt like it didn't matter, right? So I'm just curious, man. I'm just fucking curious. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I just recently acquired Street Fighter 5, which I will be reviewing for my next video on here. So anyway, guys, catch you next time.